the army is a necessity.
Yeah.
For one person to decide, I'm not going to do it, is a very selfish decision, because meanwhile you're not doing it, everybody else is doing it and putting their life on hold.
As a place, the mentality of growing up there, like everybody feels an obligation to protect, to serve, to nurture this place that feels like the only place in the world where they can live and be Jewish and not be like discriminated.
I think even calling soldiers terrorists is not accurate, but especially me.
I can see that's at least a defensible position to be like the IDF soldiers. We see them as terrorists. Like that's defensible at least. You know what I mean?
But I'll say, yeah, Israel, the IDF is terrorists. Yes, the IDF is terrorism.
Hold on. So you think the IDF is a terror organization?
I said yes.
You believe the IDF is
I think it would be. I think it's fair to characterize them that way.
Okay. Your wife was in the IDF.
Yeah.
Hila and Ethan Klein say they are pro-Palestine and that all they want is total peace in Israel. Okay, great. Free Palestine, right? So why are they then locked in a years-long heated battle with a growing list of internet creators and thousands of fans who say the opposite? Well, the short answer is that they're lying. They don't actually hold this position at all, but they do feel that it's very important for the rest of the internet to believe that they do hold this position. I want to focus in on what I think is a direct lie from Hila and an attempt to cover up that lie and her actual position. So it all starts with what Hila calls the snarker's greatest hits, referring, of course, to her statement regarding Israel's defense minister at the time, Yoav Galant. Well, when all of her statements around this are looked at, it's a little bit more than just snarker's greatest hits. She said Netanyahu was Trump-coded for firing him at the time. And then she said he was a good guy, clearly implying that it was a mistake for Bibi to fire him. At the time she said that, the night of the 2024 election, Yoav had already made multiple genocidal statements publicly and was under investigation by the ICC, or International Criminal Court. Just a few weeks after her statement on November 21st, warrants for his arrest as well as Netanyahu's were issued for alleged crimes against humanity and war crimes, which those are separate things. Hopefully someday they will actually face justice for their crimes at The Hague. The next day, after rightfully receiving quite a bit of flack from their fans online, Hila and Ethan walked back her statements in a video titled, "Hassan is a Weaselly little liar," which is obviously the inspiration for my title, and also what journalists refer to as burying the lead. Because Hila herself spends less than 1 minute in this video walking back her statements, never really says sorry, and never really explains her reasoning behind making those statements accurately.
I feel like the reason I brought it up was mainly to express the frustration with Bibi and him firing the one guy that was somewhat, attempting at moderation. It wasn't really so much to say Galant is a good guy. I shouldn't have used that word. That was a bad choice on my part, considering stuff that he has said that I was not even thinking of. So I'm stepping away for a little while from being on camera and being on the podcast.
It's probably safe to assume that this apology would not receive high rankings from Dr. Kirk Honda of Psychology in Seattle, a YouTuber that had formerly ranked one of Ethan's apologies very high. Now this is where Hila's lie first gets exposed. She leaves most of the explaining to Ethan in this video, and he explains that Hila was simply reading headlines about Yoav Galant, the nice guy / defense minister directly in charge of the IDF,
for the war to end in Israel. And Hila, looking over the news, sees that people are rioting, that people are upset, and that people who want the war to end are upset that he got fired. And that's basically all that happened. We're talking about the fact that he's the only person that wants to end the war. And I personally don't understand how that's not relevant.
The problem is that she didn't say that. It's just a blatant lie from Ethan. And apparently, he thought his audience was too dumb to remember what she actually said just 1 day prior. And he may be right on that one. So what's the big lie exactly, and what did Hila actually say about Galant when she proclaimed he was such a good guy? Why don't we let Hila speak for herself?
He looked mean. I thought he was mean just because he looked mean.
No. Well, the big disagreement was that people are fighting for the Orthodox Jews to get drafted as well to the army because they're not.
Motherfuckers, dude.
But Israel...
That's an issue?
Yeah, the Orthodox don't serve.
They don't serve.
Yeah, it's like Amish people, too. They don't do that.
but
there's so many
everybody
of
else
these
has to.
fuckers. They're so leeches,
Everybody
dude.
has to do it.
Sure.
So it's like, what the fuck?
Dude, the Orthodox are such leeches there.
Oh, you're saying the Orthodox Jews in Israel
Yeah.
don't serve? I thought that like everyone had to.
Exactly, except the Orthodox.
Oh,
And then the Orthodox.
because they need to sit and pray for God all day.
So there you have it. Hila's real reason for liking Galant wasn't that he was trying to end the war. It was that he wanted to force more Israeli citizens to join the IDF. The fact that Ethan outright lied about this shows that he not only knew the implication of supporting the leader of the IDF, but he knew it would be impossible to still claim that they were pro-Palestinian while also supporting more people having to join the IDF. She is pro-IDF and pro-IDF conscription. This is the military force that Ethan admits is actively committing a genocide. Now they want more people to join? Maybe she thought there weren't enough soldiers on TikTok bragging about killing civilians and destroying everything in Gaza, including homes and schools and hospitals.
This and this and also this.
Maybe they needed some more bulldozer drivers.
Israeli military forces start destroying homes, children, women, men. The demolition is continuing even in the moment we are talking about outposts around this community and now erasing this.
One thing that I am sure of is that Hila is clearly an Israeli nationalist at this point. Not only does she support the genocide committing IDF, but she believes it's every Israeli citizen's duty to join the IDF and serve their country, whether they want to or not.
Important to serve like everybody else in the country. I mean, it's a very selfish move to decide, okay, I'm not going to do it.
I don't see how anyone can argue in good faith that this is not a direct advocacy and co-signment for the genocide being carried out by the IDF in Gaza. Ethan knew this, and that's why he lied to cover it up for her. Ethan has admitted the IDF can be considered terrorists. He has even conceded that Hila can be considered a terrorist herself for serving in the IDF. Although I don't know how genuine that last admission was.
Okay, fine. My wife's a terrorist, bro. What the fuck?
If she were to talk about
my
how
wife is a
fucked up that
terrorist.
as
Very
many
good.
I think it's important to point out that we don't automatically condemn anyone, including Hila, for previously serving in the IDF, if they have shown remorse or regret for assisting in the oppression of the Palestinian people. Hila has never done this. She actually might have become more conservative. Before October 7th, Hila and Ethan rarely spoke of the topic and actually took part in some pretty gross anti-Semitism themselves on many different occasions, including when they lived in Israel.
The dirty, grimy, jacket-wearing Jews. Real dirty ass. Nasty. You know what I mean? It's like, who can look more Jewish? Boom. It's like it doesn't end.
But hey, it was all just goofs and gaffs back then, right? They would never do anything anti-Semitic after October 7th, right?
Did you just yada the whole anti-Semitism thing to protect your friend Hassan?
So my heart goes out to you.
Dude, the Orthodox are such leeches there.
Oh, you're saying the Orthodox Jews in Israel?
Yeah.
Don't
Anyways, my theory is that ultimately they're both just victims of years of propaganda, mainly from Israel, but also from the US.
in this, because when you live in Israel, you start to learn things, or maybe I don't know if it's a brainwashing thing, or you're with the club, right? You're with that tribe.
Yeah.
So it gets through to you.
So many people in Israel just feel like it's an existential threat. It's just this, everybody wants us dead. That's how we grow up. I grew up like that. All of our borders, they all want us dead.
I hope that they can evolve their positions and understand that their views of Israel and the IDF are extremely distorted, to say the least. And if not, I hope they can stop spewing so much hatred and vitriol towards the people they disagree with.
I don't care. I will drag these people into hell with me. That's what I'm saying I'll do. I will go through every fucking detail of this dude's life.
What I saw,
because you made fun of him burning. Okay, dummy. I joke about all this shit every fucking day, and now all of a sudden you gotta get all bitched out. Like, give me a break, dude. You know, suck my fucking dick. Give me a fucking break. Look in the mirror, loser. You're the problem. You are the problem. You are. Fuck you. Fuck you people. So why are you expressing such dumb fucking thoughts in my chat? Go somewhere else. Like, seriously, if you're that sensitive. So give me a fucking break. Who's the problem? Scumbag. Scumbag.
I don't want to go into thinking about him being on drugs or whatever, but I will say that something seems to have increased his aggression level, especially looking at any old videos of him. He just seems like a chiller dude, a nicer person.
I don't know if this product is faulty or what.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to produce some milk ahead of time, so to help you out, because I just feel so bad that I can't help you more. We made a snark page. We made that one to lampoon the snark. Banned for harassment. How the f does that happen? I will drag. That's my point. I no longer care, right? I don't care. I will drag these people into hell with me. What? You don't know what I'm talking about? What? Yeah, and you're so. Oh wow, who knew? What?
Ethan, I don't think
Hassan, by your authority, I will decide who's hallucinating. Hassan. Whoa.
Behaving in such a childish manner. The book that I'm referencing is from the Iron Wall.
In my view, that is what has made this massive internet debate, to put it nicely, so toxic. If they could just express their views and critiques online without adding in all the insults, the name calling, and really inappropriate personal attacks, I think it would really lower the temperature of the whole situation. But Ethan especially just doesn't seem like he wants to do that.
I will drag these people into hell with me.
They basically attack pro-Palestinian protesters just for protesting, including Jewish protesters, who they will attack even worse and call them token Jews.
Why'd you even say that? It's like, bro, he's playing the token card.
Wait, so you're saying that Jews don't want ceasefire?
No, he says, I'm not a representative of all Jews because he's...
You are brave enough to demand an immediate ceasefire.
Yes, this man is so brave. Just speaking objectively, what is brave about what he's doing right now? He's
Who is
there.
he demanding it from? Wow, you guys, so far you're so brave to be there and tell jokes and just
And the
get
Holocaust
applauded.
Museum.
Really brave.
Don't get me started on the Holocaust Museum.
Well, we were at the stupid museum.
Yeah, I remember.
And I saw that you weren't interested, and I wasn't also.
It was the Holocaust Museum.
I just don't see how somebody at this point that thinks they are a stalwart supporter of the Palestinians
I've been a stalwart supporter of the Palestinian cause for many years.
could be this hostile to other pro-Palestinians. Even if they had some prior beef with, say, Matt Lieb, for instance, why attack him when he's doing good things, rather than sticking to whatever it is that he supposedly did wrong? Now, although Ethan is clearly more vocal and much more toxic with his behavior,
I'm going to make their lives hell, legally, right? And I will get as extreme as I need to. My lawyer can't do fucking shit, and it's driving me crazy.
I don't know what to tell you.
Is Spaz a snarker?
His name is not Spaz, it's Spez.
Ethan started reading chat. And then he started fighting with chat. And, well, that hasn't really ever stopped for the last 2.5 years. Although it's now evolved into fighting the whole internet, it seems.
Are you shooting them?
Oh. You respond to random trolls all the time, right?
Not so much random.
You don't ever feel like a nerd or doing that? I don't know, I kind of do want to roast you right now, but like, it is embarrassing.
You can.
Like, you just sit on the shitter and you just go through DMs of people saying they don't
Well, it's
with you
not
and you respond
DMs,
to
bro.
them.
That's the thing. You don't understand what I'm doing.
It's more than that.
I feel like you got too much negativity in your life.
What can I do?
Cut this shit out and not respond to fucking randoms?
Not stand up against anti-Semitism?
Soon after October 7th, he seemed physically ill his eyes breaking out in hives, seemingly staying up all night reading news about Israel, losing his voice over and over. I think it also shows that he genuinely cares about the situation. So much so that I think he began to internalize the conflict. This is exactly how US and Israeli propaganda is designed to work. A situation that they formerly felt detached emotionally from.
Thought about it, it's like I was just born here. I don't care, like I don't know the history and I don't care.
How was your experience in the military?
It was okay.
It really seems like in Hila and Ethan's minds, they felt that since Israel was under attack, they felt they were also now under attack.
No, because they want us to die. That's why.
Sure.
It doesn't even go that far. There's just literally nothing that could be too bad to do to us.
It's also like the Jews run everything kind of vibe I'm getting.
From that point forward, it seems like most of their internet beef can be summarized by the fact that they need everyone to believe that they are pro-Palestinian, while constantly saying and doing things that seem to directly contradict that position.
Just continuing to provoke Israel to attack them.
Then, when they get called out by a wide range of different pro-Palestinian voices, or just see people protesting for Palestine, they get very annoyed.
You're not special for wanting peace, you know that, right?
And then a war/smear campaign/ legal threats ensues.
Ethan's threatened to sue me. It's not a threat. I'm going to sue you.
Oh, wait.
I'm literally going to sue you for defamation.
Oh boy.
All of this can just look like a difference in opinions and maybe even some misunderstandings that have needlessly escalated into petty internet drama slop, as they call it. But I have a different theory. I think Hila and Ethan are outright lying to cover up their real position, especially Hila. I didn't make this video for people to go after Hila or Ethan. I did it to try and focus on something that can lay this debate to rest, for good, hopefully. I recognize why they don't want to be perceived as having an unpopular opinion.
I don't know if it's a brainwashing thing or you're with the club, right?
So anyway, I also want to shout out the YouTuber The Soft Take. It was his video titled Selective Outrage, the Silent Podcaster Hila Klein, that I actually first saw her full comments from the post-election H3 show. He also points out the discrepancy in her words versus Ethan's explanation. But his video is just so good and has so much other stuff in it, I just think that not enough people caught on to what happened. So obviously everything I'm laying out here is just my opinions. My conclusions are in no way statements of fact, and that's why they're called opinions. So just in case Ethan catches wind of this video, which I doubt will happen, and he starts getting trigger happy with the lawsuit threats again.
It's not a threat. I'm going to sue you.
Oh, wait.
I'm literally going to sue you for defamation.
Oh boy.
I always say cover your ass, because there's nothing more deranged than a genocidal rich couple looking to destroy anyone that calls out their lies. Have a good one, folks.
Plug what? I don't even understand how the fuck my plug talk. Pick him up in a space coupe, I don't let my plug walk. Skirt, pull up in a space. New freak, had to cut my other little bitch off. 50K, you could come and book a cracker for a plug walk. Big ol' Bentley, it's a spaceship. Call me on my phone, I don't say shit. I make money when I talk. I'm a boss, take a loss.